few questions to solve that is based on the crystal field theory. As I told you in the previous session, after the completion of the CFT, that we will solve some questions based on the CFT in the next session. So let's start our today's session. I have got the 3 questions, one by one we will solve it. Okay, first of all you have to focus on that portion of the board. See the first question, on the basis of the crystal field theory, write the electronic configuration of D5. They have given already that in a coordination complex that d orbital is containing 5 electrons in terms of T2G and Eg in an octahedral field, and these two conditions have been given. Delta O is greater than P, so and the next condition that is given, delta O is lesser than P. OYD we have written for the splitting energy for octahedral complexes. Okay, so now you see here what we have to do in these two cases. Now this shows that whenever this splitting energy is greater than pairing energy, then it shows that ligand will be the stronger one. Okay, so now you see here what we have to do. Suppose d orbital it is to be there. When it is not to be degenerate, then it starts to split, because it is showing that splitting energy is greater than the pairing energy. So that means you have to show there the greater splitting, that splitting like this. Okay, so that in T2G in octahedral complexes, T2G will be on the bottom and Eg will come here, and that here you are having 5 electrons. Okay, and that it has to split. First of all you have to write their orbitals also, dxy, dyz and dzx, and here this is of dx square minus y square, and this is of dz square. That is to be mentioned also. As you know that you have to understand why the case becomes a strong ligand. That whenever the ligand will be the strong, then the splitting energy will be the greater one. That will be split mode. Is it clear? So as 1, 2, 3. Is it clear? Then the fourth one electron will not be able to jump on this stage, because the energy gap is the greater one. Because the splitting is getting greater or the larger one, so the no more electron will jump in the next orbital. Okay. So what is to be written here? The fourth and the fifth electron that will enter here. Is it clear? They will not move here. Okay. So the configuration in the first case, you will have it T2G 5 and Eg 0. This is the answer of in this condition. Suppose we talk about in that condition, suppose the splitting energy is a lesser one. It is d orbital is getting split little more, because that shows that the ligand will be the weaker one. Okay. So now that how it is to be shown, that you have to show 5, then that will split. No more gap you have to show, less splitting it is to be there. This is T2G, because octahedral complex it is to be there. Then the figure remains same, that you have to mention dxy, dyz and dzx, and this is to be dx square minus y square, and this is of dz square. You are having 5 electrons. First of all you have to mention here these 5 electrons here. Okay, now in excited state they are not to be degenerate and they will start to split. Now because that splitting energy is lesser than the pairing energy, so what will happen? 1, 2, 3. 3 electrons you have to mention, and this gap is the lesser one, so the fourth one electron can jump here and that will enter here, and the fifth one will move here. And in that condition you will have the configuration. This is of T2G3 and Eg2. Okay, I think you all have got it. The way how to do the contribution of electron or the electronic configuration on the basis of CFT. Okay, this format, these 2 points you have to learn it. When the CFSC will be the greater one or when it will be the lesser one, then what condition will arise. Let's talk about the next question. You see here, on the basis of CFT, explain why cobalt third. We are saying cobalt is having 3 positive charge on it, so its oxidational state is of 3. Forms paramagnetic octahedral complexes with weak field ligand, whereas it forms diamagnetic octahedral complexes with a strong field ligand. So that we have to discuss. suppose the orbital which is not now degenerate, so that will split in this way. So first case they have given for the paramagnetic in terms of weak ligand. So now weak ligand. So no more splitting, we are showing that. Okay. And CO3 positive. So 3 positive is 2 electrons you have removed from it. Now in CO3 positive, so that you have to remove 2 from S and 1 from D. So what you will get there? Configuration will be there 3D6 only. Is it clear? So in this case, suppose you are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electrons are to be there. This is T2G level and this is EG level. This I am making for the weak ligand first, that you have to understand. So for a weak ligand, what it is to be there? Let us mention dxy, dyz, dzx. This is to be mentioned compulsory, dx square minus y square, and the next one we have to call it, this is dz square. Now 1 electron, 2 electron, 3 electron, and the next one 4, and the 5th one that will not enter. 4th one will not enter here because it is a weak ligand. Weak ligand, that means less splitting energy, so the electron will enter here. So you will have the configuration first, T2G3 and EG2. So you can see here the number of unpaired electrons are to be there. So that shows there that statement was correct. That in that case it is paramagnetic. As we talk about for the next one, for a strong ligand, so we have to take same 6 electrons. This we have mentioned. Now after that you have to show like that 2, and the splitting energy is a greater one, so we have to show there the large cap. And this is for T2G and this is for EG. This is for dxy, dyz, dzx. This is of dx square minus y square and dz square. These electrons 1, 2, 3. So because the gap which is to be the greater one, splitting energy is the greater one. So what will happen? The next one electron 3, 4, 5, and the 6th one, they all will be paired here. So what the configuration you will have in that case? T2G6 and EG will be 0, and in that case you can see there no unpaired electron is to be there. So the statement that goes correct, that will form diamagnetic complexes with a strong field ligand. Okay, so I think you all have got it, these 2 questions. Okay, so now let us focus on the next question. Let me focus the camera, that will help you to see properly. Okay. Next question which we have to discuss. Write the electronic configuration on the basis of CFT of the following complexes. 2 complexes I have taken because earlier we were talking about octahedral complexes. So one example I have taken for tetrahedral also. So that K4FeCN का whole 6. First of all you have to dissociate 4K positive plus FeCN whole 6. This is to be 4 negative. So what you have to do? This is to be FeCN whole 6 4 negative. So first of all you have to find out the oxidation state. What is the atomic number of iron? 26. 26 you do the configuration. Argon it is 18 and 4s2 and 3d6. But here iron will have the oxidation state 6 minus 4 2. So that you have to remove 2 electrons from S. So you are having here Fe2 positive. So in Fe2 positive, d orbital will have how many electrons? You are removing 2 from S. So what you will have there? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is a strong ligand. More splitting will take place. So that you have to show. Eg will be there and this is to be T2G. So in T2G all electrons will enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you will have the configuration T2G6 and Eg will be 0. Okay, I think you all have got it. Let's talk about for one complex. So this I have taken weak ligand and for nickel in terms of tetrahedral. So what you have to do first of all nickel. Iron cobalt nickel. Iron 26, cobalt 27, nickel is 28. So first of all you do the configuration. Nickel is 28. So what we will get it? Argon and 3D8 and 4s2. Now after that 2 you are having the charge on it 4 minus 2, so that you will get it taken 2 positive. So again you have to remove these 2 electrons from it. Now you will have the configuration 3D you are having 8 electrons in d orbital. So what is to be done in terms of, first of all you have to make d orbital. Now that you have to show their splitting, T2G will be written here. This is a weak ligand, so no more gap, no more splitting energy, just to be shown. So this is to be Eg and this is to be T2G. Now you are having 8 electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are to be there. So that what is to be done there? Because it is a weak ligand, no more splitting energy is to be there. So first of all 1, 2. In this way you have to enter the electron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have it. Now the 6th one will enter here, 6, 7 and the 8th one will be there, and you will have the configuration Eg4 and T2G also 4. Okay, so I think you all have got it how you have to solve these questions. You have to mention these terms also. Their names are to be written: dx square minus y square, dz square, xy, yz and zx. Same it is to be written here: xy, yz and zx. Okay, dx square minus y square, and this is for dz square. Okay, so I think you all have got all the questions how to solve. Those are based on the crystal field theory. Okay, that's all for today's session. Showing the complete board to you. Those portion were not focused by the camera. Now you can see it properly. Okay.